Hey guys, it's me Andrew again, your favorite Canadian YouTuber. Hey, guess what? You remember my death battle idea, Rainbow Dash VS Whirlwind? Yeah, not too many people were fond of that video I wrote. Basically just the script, it just tells you what happens, like a book or something. So this time I'm actually going to show it, but I'm gonna be acting it out in a very poor way. You know what Nostalgia Critic did in his review of Jurassic World? Yeah, where the people were acting bad on purpose. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Although this is going to be different. This is going to be like a narrated thing. I'm just going to be explaining what happens while I show things. I'm also going, and just like what Nostalgia Critic did in his review of Jurassic World, I'm going to be using figures. Here's Whirlwind, and here's Rainbow Dash. I know. I made it out of sticky tack. I know my sister's a brony, and you think that she might have a Rainbow Dash toy, but no. Mostly because she's more into Fluttershy. Hey, you gotta work with what you got. No. I know the way I'm going to be acting this out is very poorly, but I'm also going to be explaining what happens. Like a narrated book thing, like I said before. Well, you get the point. And before you ask, no, I'm not a brony. Actually, I hate My Little Pony, but I'm not going to let what I have against the show get in the way of the battle. I've actually done some research on both of them, and seen what advantages they have against each other, and then put it to the test. Alright, Death Battle Whirlwind vs. Rainbow Dash. And once again, just like what Nostalgia Critic did, only with more narration, I'm going to show you how it happens. Alright, here's how it happens. Alright, Rainbow Dash dashes across the border of Skylands as fast as she can until Whirlwind flies up right in front of her and then blasts her right down to the ground. Crash. She gets right back up. She crash landed onto a nearby floating island. Whirlwind lands on the same island very softly, and she says to her, "You have trespassed into the magical world of Skylands. Leave now and return to Equestria immediately or suffer the consequences." And then Rainbow Dash very arrogantly says, "No way! I've already flown this far, and I ain't leaving, and there's no way you're gonna make me." And then Whirlwind responds to her snide response and says, "Very well. Prepare to face the consequences." And then Rainbow Dash says, "Bring it on. Fight." Alright, here's how the fight starts. Whirlwind blasts a rainbow at her. Rainbow dodges and says, "Ha! You missed!" Yep. And then Rainbow Dash dashes right at her. And then Whirlwind rapidly shoots out many rainbows at her. Eventually, just as Rainbow was getting close to her, one of the rainbows actually hit her, blasting her away. Then Rainbow says, "You guessed it. Oh, it is on." And then she dashes and right at her, and then Whirlwind flies right at her as well. They both have these big bubbles of rainbow energy surrounding them, and as soon as they clash, a big rainbow energy blast explosion forms, knocking the two back away from each other. And then Whirlwind says, "Looks like it's time for a tempest storm." And she shoots 3 tempest clouds that form on different sides of surrounding rainbow, and then they form those electrical lines between each other, creating a triangular shape around her. Illuminati confirmed. And then, at first, Rainbow didn't know what was going on, where she was in the middle of a triangular shaped form of electricity between tempest clouds, until the 3 clouds electrocute her. She starts to feel pain at first, but then she gets mad, and then she absorbs the electricity and controls the tempest clouds. And then she steals Whirlwind's tempest clouds and combines them all into one big thundercloud, which she then throws back at Whirlwind. Whirlwind's trapped inside the cloud. And then And then Rainbow Dash kicks the cloud with her hind legs, crackling it with even more electricity. And then she says something like this. Here's a forecast even the weatherman couldn't predict. An electric twister. And then she flies around the cloud, swirling it up and turning it into a big electrical crackling twister. She starts to brag at first until Whirlwind lashes out and spreads out her wings, destroying the tornado powered by electricity, and then sending out a big gust that blows Rainbow away again. And then Whirlwind says, "Don't think I'm new to these comet storms. I've been playing Twister with Tornado for eons. No pun intended. I'll show you a comet storm," said Rainbow Dash, and she dashes right at Whirlwind again. And then, of course, Whirlwind starts rapidly shooting rainbows at her again, and this time, Rainbow actually dodged all of them, and then she slammed right into Whirlwind and pinned her down. Here's where it gets really violent. Mind, the next scenes you're going to see do not contain language, but they do contain mild blood, gore, carnage, and, well, just pretty bad violence. They're not going to be shown, but they will be explained, so beware, with extra detail. As she pins down Whirlwind, she then presses her hooves right against Whirlwind's neck, constantly choking her. And then she turns down to her and says, "What's the matter, Whirly? You look a little choked up." As you can tell, well, you can't tell. I know, this is bad. But still, allow me to explain. Alright, Whirlwind says in a very choked up voice, "I've held these claws in long enough. Now they're coming out." And then, before you know it, here's what happens. See, Whirlwind, you know those claws she has, right? Yeah? What she does is, she opens her closed fist, exposing her sharp claws, which she then sinks right into Rainbow Dash's ankles. Yep. And then Rainbow Dash screams so loud the entire island they're standing on shakes. And then the two break apart from each other. And then, so Whirlwind left 6 holes in Rainbow Dash, which are bleeding. And then, oh boy, this is where it's even more violent. Rainbow Dash, she gets like really angry. Her whole entire body turns from cloud blue to blood red. Her rainbow mane turns into flames. You can even see the fire in her eyes. She whistles and steams like a teen kettle, and then boom, she rams right into Whirlwind, even harder this time. And so they're flying up into the sky, and then changes direction, and zooms down and pushes her down. And then she gives herself quite a speed boost with the Sonic Rain Boom, giving her quite a speed boost. And then, boom, they plummet right into the ground like a meteorite at top speed. Rainbow had a soft landing, because, Whirlwind broke her fall and she was slamming her into the ground. And, so yeah. Whirlwind is lying there with a lot of broken bones. Not as many as Evel Knievel, but still. That wasn't enough. Rainbow Dash then kicked Whirlwind in the head with her hind legs. You know how painful it is getting kicked by a horse? Wow. If hard enough in the right place, it could kill you. But apparently she didn't die. She just got a really bad nosebleed. Let's see. Yep. At first it looked like it was over for Whirlwind until she shot a rainbow up in the sky, which then landed on herself and then fully regenerated her. Then Rainbow Dash said, "No way! That's not possible!" And then Whirlwind says, "No, it's not. My rainbows have the ability to heal myself and my friends, but they can still hurt you." Then she blasts one at Rainbow again, and then she dodges it again, and then starts growling. And first she stares angrily until she is temporarily blinded by a light. A light coming from Whirlwind's special golden armor from her Series 3 form, which then magically appeared on her. She flies up into the sky ready for an aerial attack and says, "Time to show you my true power." Then Rainbow Dash dashes up into the air for another full-on assault, and then, you know those powerful rainbow shockwaves that Whirlwind releases if you press and hold the fly button? Just as Rainbow gets this close to her, she flaps her wings and then sends out those big rainbow shockwaves at her, which crashes her down to the ground. Again. Then Whirlwind says, "It's time to end this." Then she flies down and hovers closely above the ground as she flies right forward. Rainbow gets back up and dashes forward as well. As the two come right at each other as they get this close, here's what happens in slow motion. Whirlwind quickly ducks underneath her and then bucks her head up and then impales Rainbow Dash with her horn. Ouch. So yeah, and this is where it gets a little too descriptive and a little too violent. Rainbow Dash starts having these symptoms of impalement, including blood loss, coughing up blood. She even chokes on her own blood, making it hard for her to breathe. Stomach acid leaks out of her and dissolves nearby organs. She's dying slowly. But you know how someone tells you to just kill them now and get over with instead of letting them die slowly and suffer? It's kind of like that. Whirlwind decides to put her out of her misery and finish her off once and for all. She charges up probably her most powerful attack ever, called Rainbow Singularity. Starts off as a small black orb, which then explodes into a rainbow vortex. As her horn is still stabbed inside her, she charges up the black orb and then releases it inside Rainbow's stomach, which then explodes into the gigantic swirling rainbow vortex of doom, which then obliterates her into a million pony pieces. I know this one was just 2, but it's a million, trust me. Like, her guts fly everywhere. So yeah, pretty bad. Yeah, I'm actually glad I didn't make an animation about this, because that would be a little too detailed. Like her body parts and her organs flying everywhere. Her blood starts to rain. That would be like that would probably scar you, give you nightmares. Who knows? That's when Whirlwind then bows in victory and says exactly what she says when you look at her stats. Impressive. KO. The winner is Whirlwind. How's this? Well, you see, Rainbow Dash and Whirlwind were very similar opponents with almost the exact same powers. Maybe not exactly the same, like Rainbow Dash can do more than just electric clouds. She can do twisters, hurricanes and stuff. You name it. But, Whirlwind can do quite a few different things too. For instance, Rainbow Dash relies more on speed. Whirlwind relies more on power. When you put speed against power, power triumphs. By the way, Whirlwind, she is less cocky, less arrogant, and etc. And definitely much more powerful than Rainbow Dash. Don't believe me? It only makes sense since Whirlwind is a member of Aeon's Elite, the most powerful Skylanders of all time, with almost 3 times the power of any normal Skylander, more or less. She has both one of the highest critical hit and luck rates out of all Skylanders. I know 450 is just 50 below the max, but she is 450 on both attack and luck, making her chances of packing a punch and winning in battle almost 100% guaranteed. So yeah, Rainbow Dash was doing pretty awesomely till she got to the wrong end of the rainbow. Believe me, there was no pot of gold there. So yeah. I know, I didn't put much effort into this and it was poorly acted out, but you get what happens. I do an animation, but like I said, I suck at animating. So, please don't repeatedly dislike this video, because I know it's poorly done, but it's poorly done on purpose, and I tried to explain to you the best I could. And yes, I'm talking to you, Jonathan Garcia. I don't want to see you on my YouTube channel again. I just can't stand trolls like you. It's the only time I'm going to be nice about it. So yeah. Okay. Well, I don't think I really have anything else for this. So yeah, hope you liked the video. Now, like I said, it's poorly made, but you get what happens. Probably made on purpose, but you get on what happens. It's like Nostalgia Critics' review of Jurassic World. You get what happens. So yeah, I'm done here. Bye.